Have you ever heard the saying, take care of that which is given in preparation for those things greater? Heard it? Have you heard it? We take care of those things given in preparation for those things greater, which is the foundation for manifestation. When we are creating, what we do is we take that we have and we take good care of it. We take really good care of it, and then we're creating something new, something else, something that we may not have even known that was in our heart's desire unless we had gone through the experience of taking care of what was in the here and now. Now, I'm not here to shame anyone. It's kind of funny because I was thinking about moving here and all the things that I hadn't done, and I was being, I've got such a list, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, there's all these many things, blah, blah, blah. And then I looked back on my pictures, my Amazon pictures. Anybody ever do that? Just look back and see where everything's been for the past year? I looked back and I was like, oh, wow. We have done so much. This is amazing. I mean, all the things that we've accomplished. We are taking care of that which is given. And we're resting our bodies. And we're having fun. And we're connecting with our spiritual community. And we're experiencing all that is going on all around us and paying attention. I know that there will be manifestation of something, and I don't even know what greater is. Life is so good. I mean, I don't know what greater really is at this point. It's beyond my little imagination, and it's in the imagination and the manifestation of divinity, of spirit, right? So I was thinking about how there are no shortcuts. I've tried them. Have you tried them? Have you tried to go over the emotional stuff and just go, I'm just going to do something new now. It's okay. I don't have to deal with that other stuff. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go around it. It is. So truly, we must take care of those things given, even if what has been given may seem as though it's not what we really want. It may be unpleasant. Maybe we'll find our way of being with the unpleasantness. It may be things way beyond our control, something that we can't change. Maybe it's because we love someone so much we want them to change. But the only person we change. There you go, Angela. There you go. It's right here, right here. In Unity, we talk a lot about demonstration. We don't talk a lot about saying, hey, I think this is what you should do. We talk about demonstration. And if people are drawn to the demonstration of how we are in the world, then there's a likelihood that they may be curious and want to know more, right? So when we demonstrate the way that we are in the world, it's so amazing. Because I don't know if you've ever had these experiences. I went to I was living in Nashville at the time, and I was Christmas shopping. And at the time, we had a Christmas open house, and it was a big deal. It was a lot of fun, and it was a big deal. And I had just a couple of things that I needed to get, and I was pulling into Target. And this young woman in a Volkswagen and her friend got my parking space. Pulled right in front of me. I mean, right in front of me. Right in front of me. I don't have any attachment to that. But so they pulled right in, and then they showed me that finger, They flipped me off. And I was like, oh, oh. So I was trying to be, my spiritual self, So I was really PO'd. And so I get out of the car, and they're walking up, and they're walking like, looking back at me and stuff. And I said, oh, you're just being so small. And I was waiting for that parking space, and you just pulled in front of me. And I got that signal again. That hand signal? And I started thinking about it. And I thought, what did that even matter? What did that even matter? So then I go to TJ Maxx, Steinmart. Go to Steinmart. See, I can remember this really well. I went to Steinmart to return some stuff. So I'm at the Steinmart, and I'm all over the returns person. I just did the worst thing. I was told these are just kids. I told them they were small. They're not small. They're vast. They're amazing. I wish I could find them. I was looking for them. I was going to make an amends to them. It's Christmas time. What am I doing? And the lady was like, yes, ma'am. And I said, oh, thank you for listening. You're so kind. And I went on my way. So what happened was, I took care of what was given in that moment. The longer we hang out in these beautiful spiritual communities where practical spirituality is the norm, we get those nudges. The moment that we know that we're not in alignment with that part of ourselves that really wants to be and usually is loving and kind. But then this skin stuff kind of gets in the way, and I love my skin, I love my body, I love my experience. The Sufis say that the angels are jealous because we have bodies. Yes, lovely. One of the greatest teachers for me in Unity, I love Charles Fillmore, I love Myrtle Fillmore, the co-founders of Unity. Myrtle was the one that was so practical about spiritual experiences and practices. Myrtle Fillmore would handwrite responses to the letters that came in for the longest time. She would take each letter and personally respond to that letter. She was an amazing woman. She was a nature mystic. She was the one who drew Charles to the healing powers of spiritual practice. And she absolutely understood about what being human was. She knew that we had emotions and that things would happen to us, and that yes, sometimes we would feel victimized, and we would feel angry, and we would feel lost, and all of those things. But you see, that's why she created denials along with the affirmations. The denials are honoring what is going on right here and now in front of you. If there is a situation, and it is a situation that is hurtful, then you don't just go, I affirm that I'm not hurt, and go away from it. It just doesn't work, right? It's like half of it's gone. Half of it's gone. You don't just say, oh, I'm just going to say, in this moment, I affirm that I'm not going to be hurt, as tears are running down your face. Right? What happens for us is that we have these experiences, and what we can do with these experiences is we can honor them and say, this is painful. This is painful. The more we deny, the more we resist, the more it will persist, right? So what we do is and Myrtle knew about this, She would see people fester because they were trying to affirm their ways through things. So what we do is we honor that which we have in this moment. We honor it, and we honor it in a big way through whatever tools you need, through writing, through a trusted friend, through making an amends. Sometimes I miss the mark. It's hard to believe, but I do. Sometimes I miss the mark. And sometimes I miss the mark big. And sometimes I do it and I don't even realize it. And I go, oh, wow, I did that. And so the owning it and being with it and even loving it and embracing it so that you can feel and know and have the hope of the affirmation that is making the positive change in your life. We make positive changes in our lives. There's this book, How to Let God Help You by Myrtle Fillmore. Now, Myrtle didn't write books. All of this is a compilation from her letters and writing. She didn't sit down and write a book. So at chapter 7, which is about denials and affirmations, there's this verse. It says, "Back of the canvas that throbs, the painter is hinted and hidden. Into the statue that breathes, the soul of the sculptor is bidden. Under the joy that is felt lies the infinite issue of feeling. Crowning the glory revealed is the glory that crowns the revealing. Great are the symbols of being, but that which is symboled is greater. Vast the created and beheld, but vaster the inward creator." So with a lot of really pretty words, what she's saying is do your work. Do your work. Do what you need to do as you move forward and affirm your good. And as you are working with your denials, which, by the way, in this book, it's so funny, she says in her language that nobody likes denials. Nobody likes dealing with the denials. They want to do the affirmations, the fun stuff. They don't want to do the denials. So let's say that someone has walking down the road and they fall and they hurt their foot, okay? And they get up and they say, I didn't mean you. I wasn't pointing you out. But they get up and they say, wow, that really hurts. That really hurts. And then they take care of it. They may go to a doctor. They love it. And when you hurt yourself, you don't dislike your body. You just say, oh, that hurt. I hurt my body. And or my body is hurt. My body is hurting. And you look at it, you send the love to it, and you're with it. And so the denial is, I no longer hold on to the fear that I'm going to stumble and fall. I now see myself standing firm and strong with grace and ease to do that which is mine to do. And you're caring for your sweet body the whole time. Caring for your sweet body. I love Myrtle Fillmore. She feels like, if you go out to Unity Village, many of you have been to Unity Village, I know. So when you go out to Unity Village, there is the Myrtle Fillmore office, and there is the Myrtle Fillmore garden, and all of those things, and they're amazing to behold. I wanted to share one more story in closing. Keeping my eye on the clock. You know, I was talking about how we realized we had really done a lot, done so much, and I was like, oh, wow, we did good. Not feeling bad about that. I would invite you to look at those things, like I said, in your Amazon pictures and your pictures and notes and anything, to just see and go, wow, look at what I've done. Look at all that I have done. It really empowers you to do more. So I wanted to tell you that this is no secret in the community. When I first moved here, we were selling our farm, so we didn't know what we were going to buy here in this area. And so I was in the little camper that we lovingly call Tiggy. It was just me and Katie, my little puppy dog. And I had it set up like a really nice little suite. It had everything I needed, no problems. I was very content. But in the back of my mind was, oh my goodness, the farm's got to sell. Oh my goodness, Pat's dealing with all of this stuff. Oh my goodness, all of this was going on. And so we bought a bigger camper. We bought, they're called park model campers, because we still hadn't found anything. So we bought this park model camper, and we're in this wonderful over 55 campground. And so we go and we buy this other camper, and we realize it has everything we need. It's 3 rooms, and it has everything we need. Everything. You know, we miss a fireplace sometimes. I miss having my piano in the living room. But I can play the piano here anytime, right? And we have the fireplace. We will have a fire pit outside. It's all good. But part of that taking care of what is given is the realization and the recognition of how easy life can be if we let it. If we let it. And so, let it. Let it. If you're sad, honor it, be in it, say, I'm sad, you love me. Will you talk to me about my sadness? Don't live there if you can help it. If you start to live there, then you might want to seek other help, you know? What an amazing life we live. What an amazing life we live. What I've realized is that we have 2 storage buildings not too far from the house. And we'll probably clear most of that out because we thought we needed it. We don't need it. We don't need it. And I have more room for joy and to do this work that I love and to be with my puppies and to be with you all of these things that I enjoy so much. And Pat is retired, and so she does everything at home. It's so great. It's really wonderful. So Would you affirm with me that we will take care of what is given in preparation for those things better? Okay? Let's say it together. We take care of those things given in preparation for those things better. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. We have a real treat this morning. If you've not been to the sound immersion, I hope you come sometime. Joey is amazing with his healing tones. It's just beautiful. And he agreed to play the hand drum for us this morning. So I invite you to just take this beautiful sound in. I'll lead you through a meditation, and then he'll come right back. So I invite you to close your eyes, to get comfortable, taking a deep breath, and let's just take in this beautiful sound. And so as we breathe in and breathe out, we remember who we are. We see ourselves illumined. We see ourselves as emissaries of light. And we know that with the God of our understanding as our source, there is nothing that can truly disturb the calm peace of our soul. And so when we go home to ourselves, to our divinity, to that beautiful, congruent place, of physicality and divinity, we remember how to be. There are behaviors and feelings that we may lift the veil to see what is there waiting for us, with the love and support of all that we have, and all that we know, and all that we are. And we know right here and now that we are the goodness, that we are the healers of this world, that we are holy, 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 whole. And now we take in another deep cleansing breath, and we listen to this beautiful music to bring us back to our grounding.